Petroglyphs are images created by removing part of a rock surface by incising, picking, carving, or abrading, as a form of rock art. Outside North America, scholars often use terms such as carving, engraving, or other descriptions of the technique to refer to such images. Petroglyphs are found worldwide, and are often associated with prehistoric peoples. The word comes from the Greek word petro, theme of the word petra, meaning stone, and glyphein, meaning to carve, and was originally coined in French as pétroglyphe. The term petroglyph should not be confused with petrograph, which is an image drawn or painted on a rock face. Both types of image belong to the wider and more general category of rock art or parietal art. Petriforms, or patterns and shapes made by many large rocks and boulders over the ground, are also quite different. Nunchucks are also unique, and found only in the Arctic. A more developed form of petroglyph, normally found in literate cultures. A rock relief. A rock-cut relief is a relief sculpture carved on solid or living rock, such as a cliff, rather than a detached piece of stone. They are a category of rock art, and sometimes found in conjunction with rock-cut architecture. However, they tend to be omitted in most works on rock art, which concentrate on engravings and paintings by prehistoric peoples. A few such works exploit the natural contours of the rock and use them to define an image, but they do not amount to man-made reliefs. Rock reliefs have been made in many cultures, and were especially important in the art of the ancient Near East. Rock reliefs are generally fairly large, as they need to be to make an impact in the open air. Most have figures that are over life size, and in many the figures are multiples of life size. Stylistically, they normally relate to other types of sculpture from the culture and period concerned, and except for Hittite and Persian examples, they are generally discussed as part of that wider subject. The vertical relief is most common, but reliefs on essentially horizontal surfaces are also found. The term typically excludes relief carvings inside caves, whether natural or themselves man-made, which are especially found in India. Natural rock formations made into statues or other sculpture in the round, most famously at the Great Sphinx of Giza, are also usually excluded. Reliefs on large boulders left in the natural location, like the Hittite Imam-Kulu relief, are likely to be included, but smaller boulders may be called stelae carved orthostats. History. Some petroglyphs are dated to approximately the Neolithic and late Upper Paleolithic boundary, about 10,000 to 12,000 years ago, if not earlier. Sites in Australia have petroglyphs that are estimated to be as much as 27,000 years old, and in other places could be as old as 40,000 years. Around 7,000 to 9,000 years ago, other precursors of writing systems, such as pictographs and ideograms, began to appear. Petroglyphs were still common though, and some cultures continued using them much longer, even until contact with Western culture was made in the 20th century. Petroglyphs have been found in all parts of the globe except Antarctica, with highest concentrations in parts of Africa, Scandinavia, Siberia, southwestern North America, and Australia. Interpretation. There are many theories to explain the purpose, depending on the location, age, and the type of image. Some petroglyphs are thought to be astronomical markers, maps, and other forms of symbolic communication, including a form of pre-writing. Petroglyph maps may show trails, symbols communicating time and distances traveled, as well as the local terrain in the form of rivers, landforms, and other geographic features. A petroglyph that represents a landform of the surrounding terrain is known as a geocontour glyph. They might also have been a byproduct of other rituals. Sites in India, for example, have been identified as musical instruments or rock gongs. Some petroglyph images probably have deep cultural and religious significance for the societies that created them. In many cases, this significance remains for the descendants. Many petroglyphs are thought to represent some kind of not yet fully understood symbolic or ritual language. Later, glyphs from the Nordic Bronze Age in Scandinavia seem to refer to some form of territorial boundary between tribes, in addition to possible religious meanings. It also appears that local or regional dialects from similar or neighboring peoples exist. The Siberian inscriptions almost look like some early form of runes, although there is not thought to be any relationship between them. They are not yet well understood. Some researchers have noticed the resemblance of different styles of petroglyphs across different continents. While it is expected that all people would be inspired by the surroundings, it is harder to explain the common styles. This could be mere coincidence, an indication that certain groups of people migrated widely from some initial common area, or indication of a common origin. In 1853, George Tate read a paper to the Berwick Naturalists Club, at which John Collingwood Bruce agreed that the carvings had a common origin, and indicate a symbolic meaning, representing some popular thought. Quote, in his cataloguing of Scottish rock art, Ronald Morris summarized 104 different theories on their interpretation. Other, more controversial explanations are grounded in Jungian psychology and the views of Misha Eliade. According to these theories, it is possible that the similarity of petroglyphs from different cultures and continents is a result of the genetically inherited structure of the human brain. Other theories suggest that petroglyphs were made by shamans in an altered state of consciousness, perhaps induced by the use of natural hallucinogens. Many of the geometric patterns which recur in petroglyphs and cave paintings have been shown by David Lewis Williams to be hardwired into the human brain. They frequently occur in visual disturbances and hallucinations brought on by drugs, migraine and other stimuli. Recent analysis of surveyed and GPS-logged petroglyphs around the world has identified commonalities indicating prehistoric intense auroras, observable across the continents. Specific common associated archetypes include squatting man, caterpillars, ladders, eye mask, kokopelli, spoked wheels, and others. Present-day links between shamanism and rock art amongst the San people of the Kalahari Desert have been studied by the Rock Art Research Institute of the University of the Witwatersrand. Though the San people's artworks are predominantly paintings, the beliefs behind them can perhaps be used as a basis for understanding other types of rock art, including petroglyphs. To quote from the RARI website, using knowledge of San beliefs, researchers have shown that the art played a fundamental part in the religious lives of its San painters. The art captured things from the San's world behind the rock face, the other world inhabited by spirit creatures, to which dances could travel in animal form, and where people of ecstasy could draw power and bring it back for healing, rain-making and capturing the game. List of petroglyph sites: Africa, Algeria, Tassili, Nigeria, Cameroon, Bazaar, Central African Republic, Bambari, Lengo and Bangassou in the south, Whale in the west, Tulu, Djebel Mela, Umbala, Chad, Niola Doe, Republic of the Congo, the Niari Valley, 250 kilometers southwest of Brazzaville, Egypt, Wadi Hammamat in Kift. Many carvings and inscriptions dating from before the earliest Egyptian dynasties to the modern era including the only painted petroglyph known from the eastern desert and drawings of Egyptian reed boats dated to 4000 BCE. Inscription rock in South Sinai, a large rock with carvings and writings ranging from Nabatean to Latin, Ancient Greek and Krus-Da eras, located a few miles from the Ain Hudra oasis. There is also a second rock approximately 1 kilometer from the main rock near the Nabatean tombs of Nuamis with carvings of various animals including camels, gazelles and others. The original archaeologists who investigated these in the 1800s have also left the names carved on this rock. Giraffe petroglyphs found in the region of Gebel el-Silsila. The rock faces have been used for extensive quarrying of materials for temple building, especially during the period specified as the New Kingdom. The giraffe depictions are located near a stela of the king Amenhotep IV. The images are not dated, but they are probably dated from the pre-dynastic periods. Ethiopia Tia, Gabon Oguue River Valley, Apona, Elamikora, Congo Bumba, Lindili, Kayukeia, Libya Carcass, Jebel Uvinat, Morocco the Draa River Valley, Namibia Twyfelfontein, Niger life-size giraffe carvings on Debis Rock Air Mountains. South Africa Treekops Island near Kimberley, XAM and Komani Heartland in the Cape, Northern Cape. Wildebeest Cool Rock Art Center near Kimberley, Northern Cape. Kaiski near Calvinia, Northern Cape. Zambia Nyawezi Falls in the Northwest Province. Asia Armenia Itazar, Ertsadzor, Aragats. See also Armenian Eternity Sign. Azerbaijan Gobustan State Reserve, China Yin Mountains in Inner Mongolia, petroglyphs in Zhuhai, Hui'an engravings, Liaoyungan rock engravings, Hong Kong 8 sites in Hong Kong, Tung Lung Island, Khao Sai Chau, Po Toi Island, Chung Chau, Shekpig on Lantau Island, Wong Chuk Hang and Big Wave Bay on Hong Kong Island. Lung Ha-Wan in Saikang, India. Bombetka Rock Shelters, Raisin District, Madhya Pradesh, India. Kupgal petroglyphs on Dollaride Dike, near Bellary, Karnataka, India. Edakal Caves, Wayanad District, Kerala, India. Paramakal, Tindavanam District, Tamil Nadu, India. Kolyur, Villapuram, Tamil Nadu. Unakoti near Kailashahar in North Tripura District, Tripura, India. Usgalamal rock engravings, Kushavati riverbanks, in Goa, Ladakh, NW Indian Himalaya. Recently petroglyphs were found from Kolyur village in Tamil Nadu. A big dolmen with 4 petroglyphs that portray men with trident and a wheel with spokes has been found at Kolyur near Triukoil, 35 kilometers from Villapuram. The discovery was made by K.T. Gandharajan. This is the second time that a dolmen with petrographs has been found in Tamil Nadu, India. Iran. During recent years, a large number of rock carvings has been identified in different parts of Iran. The vast majority depict the ibex, Israel Kibbutz Kanozar, Hakakom, Negev, Japan Awashima Shrine, Hikoshima Island, Miyajima, Temia Cave, Jordan Wadi Rum, Wadi Fainan, Kazakhstan Koksu River in Almaty Province, Chamish River Basin, Tamgali Taz on the Ayala River, Tamgali, a World Heritage Site nearly of Almaty, Laos Plain of Jars, South Korea Bangadai petroglyphs, Kyrgyzstan several sites in the Tian Shan Mountains, Kolponata, the Talis Valley, Simalutash, and on the rock outcrop called Suleiman's Throne in Osh in the Fergana Valley. Macau Cologne, Mongolia petroglyphic complexes of the Mongolian Altai, UNESCO World Heritage Site, 2011. Pakistan rock art and petroglyphs in northern areas. Philippines Angano petroglyphs of Rizal, Philippines. Saudi Arabia, graffiti rocks, about 110 kilometers SW of Riyadh off the Mecca Highway. Taiwan, the Wonsan rock carvings archaeological site near Mailan District, Kaohsiung, were discovered between 1978 and 2002. Vietnam, rock engravings in Sapa District, Lao Cai Province. Rock engravings in Namdon, Shin District, Ha Giang Province. Europe, Cornwall, Boscawen, St. Buryan, England. Cup and ring marked rocks in Northumberland, County Durham, Ilkley Moor, Yorkshire, Gardham's Edge, Derbyshire. Cresswell Crags, Nottingham, Finland. Hauonsuoli, Hanko, Finland. France. Vallée des Merveilles, Mercantour National Park, France. Ireland. Newgrange, Knowth, Douth, Loughcrew, Tara, Italy. Rock drawings in Valcamonica, World Heritage Site, Italy. Bagnolo Stele, Valcamonica, Italy. Grotta del Genovese, Sicily, Italy. Grotta di Ladaura, Sicily, Italy. Northern Ireland. Knockmany, Seskilgreen, Norway. Rock carvings at Alta, World Heritage Site. Rock carvings in central Norway. Rock carvings at Mollestufossin. Rock carvings at 10. Portugal. Coa Valley Paleolithic Art, Portugal. Scotland. Museum of Ayrshire Country Life and Costume, North Ayrshire. Burghead Bull, Burghead, Townhead, Galloway. Spain. Petroglyphs from Galicia, Russia. Petroglyph Park near Petrozavoskle Kanega, Russia. Tomskaya Pisanitsa, Kanaziro. Petroglyphs, Sakachi Alun Kabaros Krai, Sweden. Tanumshede, World Heritage Site. Himmelstaland, Enkoping, Southwest Skane, Alvum, Torham, Namfasen, Algester, Slagster, Glossa. The King's Grave at Kivik. Rock carvings at Norfors, Umair, Turkey. Kagasman, Kars, Kuni Cave, Erzurum, Isatli, Ordu, Gevruk Valley, Hakkari, Akari Trison, Hakkari, Latmus, Bisparmik, Gurdul, Ankara, Ukraine. Kamiana Mohyla, Zaporizhia Oblast. Stone stelae of the Ukraine, Wales. Garntern, Pembrokeshire. Central and South America and the Caribbean. Argentina. Cueva de las Manos, Santa Cruz. Talampaya National Park, La Rioja. Aruba. Arikog National Park. Codiriki Caves, Ao and Casabari rock formations. Brazil. The oldest reliably dated rock art in the Americas is known as the Horny Little Man. Quote, it is petroglyph depicting a stick figure with an oversized phallus and carved in Lapa de Santo, a cave in central eastern Brazil, and dates from 12,000 to 9,000 years ago. Serra da Capivara National Park, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Piauí, Vale do Catambá National Park, Pernambuco. Inga Stone, Paraíba. Costeio de Santinho, Santa Catarina. Lagoa Santa, Minas Gerais. Ivalandia, Goiás. Chile. Rincon Las Chilcas, Combobala. Easter Island Petroglyphs. Colombia. El Abra, Cundinamarca. Chiribiquete Natural National Park, Costa Rica. Rincon de la Vieja, Guanacaste. Dominican Republic. Cueva de las Maravillas, San Pedro de Macorís. Las Carretas, near Lake Enriquillo. Los Tres Ojos, Santo Domingo. Nicaragua. El Cabo. Petroglyphs, Ometepe, Rivas. Ometepe Petroglyphs, Ometepe, Rivas. Paraguay. Amambay Department. Peru. Cumba Mayo, Cajamarca. Petroglyphs of Pucharo, Manu National Park, Madre de Dios Region. Petroglyphs of Quiaca, Puno Region. Petroglyphs of Jinquori, Cusco Region. Puerto Rico. La Piedra Escrita, Jaulia. Caguana Indian Park, Utuado. Tibes Indian Park, Ponce. La Cueva del Indio, Arecibo. St. Kitts and Nevis. Carib Petroglyphs, Wingfield Manor Estate, St. Kitts. Suriname. Quarantine Basin. Trinidad and Tobago Corita, Venezuela Cara del Orinoco, Bolivar, North America, Canada Kefim Kujik National Park, Nova Scotia, Petroglyph Provincial Park, Nanaimo, British Columbia, Petroglyphs Provincial Park, north of Peterborough, Ontario, Agnes Lake, Quetico Provincial Park, Ontario, Sproat Lake Provincial Park, near Port Alberni, British Columbia, Stuart Lake, British Columbia, St. Victor Provincial Park, Saskatchewan, Writing on Stone Provincial Park, east of Milk River, Alberta, Gabriola Island, British Columbia, Mexico, Boca de Potreros, Mina, Nuevo Leon, Chiquihuitilos, Mina, Nuevo Leon, Cuenca del Rio, Victoria, near Zichu, Guanajuato, Coahuiltec and Cuevra Humada, Nuevo Leon, La Proveedora, Caborca, Sonora, Samalayuca, Juarez, Chihuahua, United States Arches National Park, Utah, Barnesville Petroglyph, Ohio, California Petroglyphs and AMP pictographs, Capitol Reef National Park, Utah, Columbia Hills State Park, Washington, Corn Springs, Colorado Desert, California, Coso Rock Art District, Coso Range, Northern Mojave Desert, California, Death Valley National Park, California, Dinosaur National Monument, Colorado and Utah, Dighton Rock, Massachusetts, Dominguez Canyon Wilderness, Colorado, Grimes Point, Nevada, Jeffers Petroglyphs, Minnesota, Judah Rock, North Carolina, Panopolis State Park, Kansas, Lava Beds National Monument, Tule Lake, California, Legend Rock Petroglyph Site, Thermopolis, Wyoming, Lemonweir Glyphs, Wisconsin, Leo Petroglyph, Leo, Ohio, Mesa Verde National Park, Colorado, Newspaper Rock State Historic Monument, Utah, Olympic National Park, Washington, Paint Lick Mountain, Tazewell, Virginia, Petit Jean State Park, Arkansas, Petrified Forest National Park, Petroglyph National Monument, Picture Canyon, Flagstaff, Arizona, Pui Cliff Dwellings, New Mexico, Red Rock Canyon National Conservation Area, Nevada, Rochester Rock Art Panel, Utah, Ring Mountain, Marin County, California, St. John, U.S. Virgin Islands, San Lac Petroglyphs Historic State Park, Michigan, Sedona, Arizona, Seminole Canyon, Texas, Sloan Canyon National Conservation Area, Nevada, South Mountain Park, Arizona, The Cove Palisades State Park, Oregon, Three Rivers Petroglyphs, New Mexico, Valley of Fire State Park, Nevada, Washington State Park, Washington County, Missouri, West Virginia Glyphs, White Tank Mountain Regional Park, Waddell, Arizona, Winnemucca Lake, Nevada, Writing Rock State Historical Site, North Dakota, Oceania, Australia, Arnhem Land, Kakadu National Park, Northern Australia, Murujuga, Western Australia, World Heritage Assessed, Sydney Rock Engravings, New South Wales.